Max and the Dream Cleats. Max wasn't a typical kid in that quiet neighborhood. While other children might have dreamt of superheroes, spaceships, or the latest toys, Max's whole world revolved around one thing: a soccer ball. It was an old ball, patched up with tape in a few places from too many powerful shots, but to Max it was the entire universe. From the time he could barely walk, people saw Max holding the ball instead of a teddy bear. His light blonde hair was always matted with sweat, and his knees were perpetually stained with mud after every single afternoon. He had only one dream: to become the best football player in the world. Not just good, but the best. The golden afternoons. Max's pitch wasn't a pristine, perfectly manicured field. It was a rough, rocky wasteland right behind the school, with 2 faded stones marking the goalposts. Every afternoon, the moment the school bell rang, Max would sprint there. He practiced alone for hours, imagining packed stadiums roaring his name. Max would dribble past his imaginary defender's old lampposts and would shoot past his invisible goalkeeper. With every successful strike, Max would yell his own name. "Max, what a goal! I have a brilliant strike from the young genius!" Max's mother, a kind woman, watched him with an eye of love, but also worry. "Max, son, don't overdo it. It's getting late." "Mom, I have to practice. I have to be faster than David, shoot harder than Michael. If I don't practice, someone else will overtake me," Max would reply, gasping for breath, never letting go of the ball. The first trial. When Max turned 12, something huge happened. The local youth football club held tryouts. The opportunity had arrived. Max was prepared, but when he stepped onto a real, full-sized pitch, he was overwhelmed. There were boys who were bigger, taller, and seemed used to structured training. The tryout did not go as Max had hoped. When he had the ball, the confidence he felt on his rocky pitch vanished. He missed passes, was easily dispossessed, and his signature free kick flew high over the crossbar. Max could feel the coach's disappointed gaze heavy on him. At the end of the session, the coach called Max over. A tall, serious man with a deep voice. "Max," he said, "you have pace, I like that. But you're too small, and your style of play is a little wild. You need discipline, you need the fundamentals." Max's heart sank. "So, I'm not chosen?" The coach looked into the boy's teary eyes. "I didn't say that. You have passion, and that's rare. You'll be on the B team, the reserves. You have to train twice as hard, Max. If you prove yourself, I'll consider you for the A team next season." The B team. It felt like a punch to the gut. Max had dreamed of a much more glorious start. The decisive kick. That night, Max lay awake. He could quit. He could accept being just a so-so player on the B team. But looking at the old cleats by his bed, the ones that had been through thousands of shots and countless scuffs, he remembered why he started. The best. The next morning, Max was the first person at the B team training pitch, and the last one to leave. While his teammates rested, Max practiced juggling. When they practiced short passes, Max worked on long-range distribution. He bought an old football technique book, underlined every single drill, and practiced them until his legs were numb. Max realized that passion alone wasn't enough. He had to turn it into iron discipline. Every day, 500 juggles with his right foot. Every day, 500 juggles with his left foot. A 5 kilometers run every morning with the ball at his feet. There were times Max wanted to collapse. Once, he fell on his rough patch of land, tears mixing with sweat and mud. He cried out of sheer exhaustion, out of doubt. Just then, his mother walked over. She didn't say a word, just handed him a water bottle and sat down beside him. She gently pointed at his cleats. "Max, do you know what makes a champion? It's not the talent, son. It's getting up one more time when everyone else thinks you've lost." Those words were like a powerful kick into Max's determination. He stood up, dusted himself off, and kept going. Glory in the final minute. A year passed. In the final match of the season, the A team was struggling. Their main striker was injured, and they were down 1-0. The coach, in a moment of desperation, looked at the bench. His eyes landed on Max the small boy, sitting up straight, always ready. Max, get ready to sub in. Max sprinted onto the field. He was no longer the timid boy of a year ago. He was fast, confident. His technique had become smooth, precise. Only 5 minutes left. Max received the ball in midfield. He dribbled past one, then two defenders with lightning speed, using the quick turns and feints he had practiced thousands of times. He charged into the penalty box. The opposing keeper rushed out. Max didn't shoot. He used a delicate, subtle push of the ball, taking the keeper out of play, and then slotted an unstoppable shot into the empty net. 1-1. The crowd erupted. Moments later, in the final minute of stoppage time, Max got the ball again. This time, he decided to shoot from distance. Max took a deep breath, unleashing a powerful strike from 25 yards out. The ball flew like a cannonball, beyond the reach of the keeper's fingertips, smashing into the top corner. Goal! The final whistle blew. 2-1 victory. His teammates rushed to embrace Max. The coach walked over, a wide, genuine smile on his face. He didn't say anything, just clapped the boy hard on the shoulder. The gesture said everything. Max had done it. Max stood in the center of the pitch, looking up at the evening sky. He hadn't just won the game, he had conquered his doubt, his exhaustion, and his fear. Max's ultimate dream was still far away, but tonight, under the glow of the stadium lights, little Max with his old cleats knew one thing. As long as he kept the ball and never stopped running, that dream of being the best would one day be within his reach.